President, members, I realize that gun reform in the state of South Carolina won't win me Senator of the Year in this body, but it will with the people out there rallying, which constitute 80% of South Carolinians who are in favor of expanded background checks. And I am carrying out the will of the people. Now, the bill that we want to set for special order, I have amendments to address the background checks, and I also have an amendment, should this bill be set on special order, for us to do away with the metal detectors at the front of the State House door, because if we truly believe that people from Georgia are trained and that the people of South Carolina are trained and we all in favor of open carry, why are we protecting ourselves with metal detectors? Now, when this bill first came up, I asked a question. Well, what does Georgia's concealed weapon permit statute say? We got about a 5-page statute laying out how you go about getting a concealed weapons permit in the state of South Carolina. Now we want to turn back what the progress y'all have worked on. I wasn't here in the General Assembly. This is my 3rd year. But y'all spent a lot of time putting these procedures in place, including training. Training for operating a gun. We got gun deaths in the state of South Carolina. I read this morning a lady went to an establishment with a gun and it fell out her purse and shot somebody. We got people with loaded weapons in our state that hadn't been trained. And my understanding of the Georgia concealed weapons permit statute, and I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't have a training component. So for us to have spent so much time putting in place a robust statute on CWP, and now we want to do away with that in favor of reciprocity for Georgia, a statute we know nothing about, I don't think that's prudent, and I don't think we should take the General Assembly's time to debate the merits of this. So I speak in favor of against setting this for special order. Personally, and on behalf of District 42, we got more serious issues to talk about, but I know what the Senator Pickens is doing. I know what the Senator, he has his instructions. He has his instructions from the gun lobby to get this done. He has his instructions to shut the door on gun reform in the state of South Carolina. And so he is carrying out the will of the National Rifle Association. And I'm carrying out the will of the people of District 42 and 80% of the South Carolinians in this state who want a hearing on background checks. And so my name is on this bill, and the only way, just so everybody's listening on ETV and otherwise, the only way he can get this bill on the floor is to use this procedure. I respect the rules. And if the will of the body is to put this on, y'all want to put this on, this is such a pressing issue, y'all want to put this on as priority, then I'll respect the will of the people. But let me tell you something. I got my name on another bill, and that's the Second Amendment Preservation Act. And we passed out of Senate Judiciary yesterday a bill that's going to do away with the orders of the executive officer of this country. Now, what kind of dangerous precedent does that set? We want to thumb our nose at the president of the country and not carry out the will of the federal government. You know, that's a concept of federalism. The main argument for that is Prince. I read the Prince case. I respectfully disagree with the senator from Pickens. So I'm speaking against, and I'm not winning any favor here, but quite frankly, I don't care. Because I'm up here doing the bidding and the business for the people, Republicans and Democrats who want us to take gun reform in South Carolina serious. You should know that I've looked at the Georgia statute, and we're going to take some time. If that's what you want to put on special order, we're going to take some time to go through the Georgia statute because I'm not sure this body knows what we're doing. And so I'll take my seat now, but I just couldn't in good conscience not speak against putting this matter on special order.
Senator from Kershaw, what purpose do you rise, sir?
Would Senator yield for a question?
Yield for a question.
I yield.
Senator, I've not been very involved in this, and I'm interested in hearing what you have to say and appreciate you beginning to discuss it. But did you know that there is another bill that I believe this body should have set for special order a long time ago, and that bill would regulate the dark money that has infected the politics and the government of South Carolina, and that this Senate had an opportunity to do that today? Do you realize that? To take up and make a priority the regulation of the dark money that is coming to this state.
Let me see if I understand this correct. What you're saying is we got boatloads of money coming in here to
undisclosed,
defeat many sitting members.
Not just senators, could be
any
House
school
members,
board,
could be school board, could be governor.
And we gonna throw that all away. If what you're saying is correct, we're going to push that issue aside.
Well, obviously it has been pushed aside thus far in the session. Do you agree with me on that?
So that we can discuss reciprocity for firearms for people in Georgia with CWPs.
Senator, you understand in government, and there's only so many pieces of legislation that can get taken up and considered. And that if this state is ever going to get a rein on the dark money, the millions and millions of dollars in dark money from out-of-state corporations and out-of-state billionaires who are trying to tell the people of South Carolina what to do and are telling elected officials what to do, then we've got to commit to take that up. And I'm very disappointed that it hasn't been taken up, and I just wanted to share that.
Well, and I'm not sure this vote is going to pass because I think that many on this side want to tackle the issue of dark money. So this vote, Senator from Kershaw, this vote is a choice between having meaningful ethics reform, including dark money, on special order, and a vote between kowtowing and pandering to the people who crossed the Georgia line in favor of their gun permits. And so if you want ethics reform, or at least you want to have that discussion, you're going to vote no on the Senator from Pickens' motion to put this gun reciprocity bill on special order. But if you are for ethics reform and having this dark money considered, you'll take that up on special order in lieu of its place. How much time do I have?
50 seconds.
So, this all started out, 1 minute, this all started out with me very respectfully writing the senator from Pickens a letter, respectfully requesting that we have a hearing on my background check bill. He has refused to allow the people of South Carolina, he and others, Senator from Anderson, Senator from Greenville, a couple of others, have refused to allow us to have a hearing on a bill. And so I'm going to do everything I can to get the priorities of the Senate in order including a discussion on dark money, because I think that is more important than us discussing reciprocity for Georgia.